Hello everyone. In this module, we will talk about this report I downloaded from PPIC.org, which is a Public Policy Institute of California. Excellent report about the funding to UC and CSU and how basically it resulted in increase of tuition. So let's start. Between it says 2007 to 2008 and 2012 to 2013. Um, that's the period which we always refer to. Starting 2008, state appropriations to UC and CSU fell by 2 billion from 6.3 billion to 4.3 billion. See, that's where the problem was from 2008. Why the number of international students started going up? Because there was cutback in state funding between those 4 or 5 years. So now let's keep moving. Um, then the general fund subsidies per student fell by 50% at UC and CSU. Inflation adjusted per student general fund revenue fell more than 16,000 in 2007 to about 10,000. So these are the graphs. Let's look at those. So state support for US, UC and CSU declined dramatically, and you can see where it was and where it's headed. Okay. Per student tuition revenue more than doubled at both UC and CSU because the fees went up, and then the in more international students. So obviously the per student tuition revenue will go up. Instructional costs. The instructional costs, if we keep with the they said if we it was pretty actually approximately to the CPI increase. The instructional cost went up by 32% and the CPI increase was around 29%. So those were at par um, with the inflation, but the administrative costs, they went up at much higher pace. So from 2002 to 2013, the administrative costs actually, they grown at much faster pace than the faculty salaries. So that's in another module, we have talked about how the administrative costs at UCs, they mean they just were very high. Faculty salaries, those are kind of same at UC, slight increase, and CSU actually slight decrease, because I guess they don't hire any full-time faculty members. They use them on part-time basis, and then it's like for coursework only. um, then in the UC system, they also talk about the pension constitute another large portion of instructional cost. UC retirement plan covers about 254,000 current, former, and retired UC faculty and employees and their beneficiaries. So the retirement costs, of course, those are very big. UC, they still have uh, a employee, and in 2013, this number is old, very old. They still had an unfunded liability of 13.8 billion. Those are their pension liabilities in 2013, which are probably much higher now. Um, and then UC's the administrative costs are incurred in day-to-day operational support. These are like purchasing, printing, public relation, development, logistical, physical operations, legal, management, all these, and these have been a concern for policymakers and taxpayer because they appear to be unrelated to the primary mission of providing education. So let's keep going. Then the again, administrative expenditure per student did not go up very significantly, but overall the administrative expenditure were very high. And you have this graph here. In 2008, the number was around $3,600. Then it's $4,000 per student at UC in 2012. So we'll just stop here, and then let's move on to the next module.